So you've downloaded your artwork from McKenzie Grace Art. Congratulations. But now you may be wondering, why do I have so many pictures of the same image? Well, that's by design, because that's what gives you so many options for printing these in so many different dimensions. Let me explain. Each one of these images represents a different ratio or different group of sizes. For example, this image right here is the 10 by 14. Well, that's a ratio of 5 by 7. That means with this same image, you can print a 10 by 14 or a 5 by 7. And this 18 by 24 image, well, that's a 3 to 4 ratio. So with that same image, you could not only print 18 by 24 images, but even 12 by 16, 15 by 20, 9 by 12, 6 by 8. And that's because they're all in the same 3 to 4 ratio. The same is true with the rest of these images. They all represent different ratios. So let's dive in a little bit deeper, and we'll use the 24 by 36 as an example. So here I have a 24 by 36 painting, and next to it, some examples of some of the sizes we could make with this painting, because all of these sizes are in the same ratio of 2 to 3. That means we could use this to make a 24 by 36 work of art, or 20 by 30, 16 by 24, or anything else that's within this same ratio without distorting the picture. In other words, we wouldn't have to make it be some weird shape, right? We want everything in the same ratio. So a 20 by 30 is the same thing, just smaller dimensions. And that's what's great about having different ratios. It gives you many, many options for printing your artwork. And the same is true for all of the images that you received. So with 6 different versions or 6 different ratios of the same image, you basically have a virtually unlimited selection of sizes that you can print out. Whether you use the 2 by 3, the 4 by 5, the 3 by 4, 11 by 14, 5 by 7, or the international ISO. It's all included in your package. Here's a quick word about the ISO. The A1 through A8, technically, are all the same ratio. That's the international size for paper. It's very close to the 5 by 7, but it's not quite exact. So we included it along with the 5 by 7 ratio, so you have even more options. And usually, international paper sizes are measured in centimeters. So you have everything you need to use the most popular sizes of printing to make your artwork look great. Here's another quick note. You may ask, can I make them bigger? In other words, can I use the 24 by 30 and stretch it into something bigger even in the same ratio? Well, technically, the answer is yes, you can go bigger. Just remember that you'll be changing the resolution of the image if you go too big. These are all 300 DPI, that means 300 dots per inch images, so they're very high resolution. If you stretch them beyond this size, you might get a little bit pixelated. That'll depend on how big you make it. It'll also be determined by the subject of the artwork, the content, and even the kind of paper that you print on. So you want to be careful getting too big with them. So the sizes that we're recommending here are the best ones to use and the most common and popular. So hopefully that will give you many options for laying out your artwork so it can look its best.